Hey there, Sheila Cohoon here from Clinton Township, Michigan. I wanted to share just a little bit of my unique story. So here we go. So I started out, as most people do, in the corporate world. I started out doing a lot of computer work, started out even in high school doing computer work. And it just became something that came natural to me. I struggled in school comprehending. So for me, everything that was hands on and trial and error were things that I could really relate to and connect with. So I took that and I said, okay, I am not going to college. I'm sorry that's the way it is. But for me, college isn't an ideal place. I struggled in college. I took 2 courses and it didn't work out well, and so I stopped. Um, so I went into the corporate world and I started to use the corporate world as my college, gaining work experience after work experience after work experience, gaining more knowledge and more knowledge related to technology and computers and things like that. Um, and with every job that I had, I learned more and more. So I went from being a forms designer for zip form to being a engineering administrator working at an automotive R&D company. And then within that organization, I learned to be an IT assistant, and I learned how to be a software programmer, and I learned how to do graphics design. I learned how to do anything related to technology that you could ever possibly learn. But the biggest thing that I learned throughout all of my years in working in all the different industries that I did was to work with different people. And that knowledge that I gained from working with different people, different cultures, different races, different ethnicities, um, different people with, that are sad and angry and, just all the different types of things that you run into when you're working with people and how to speak with them and how to be empathetic and sympathetic. You really, as a person that learns to be versatile like that, you really learn how to understand everybody. And that's probably the single biggest skill set that I loved about my job experience in my corporate world. And I think that helped prepare me for my real estate business. Being able to work with so many different people and so many different personalities, being able to be empathetic to people that are struggling with having to sell their house, to people who are having to get rid of their things because they have to downsize, or if they lost someone. I have such empathy. I gained that just through my life of a tough road. I had a tough road. It wasn't easy by any stretch of the imagination, but I got through it. And perseverance got me there. And I just try to bring positivity and light to the people that I work with and the people that I help in the real estate business. And even people outside of real estate, really. As a real estate agent, I came into this business wanting to learn everything I can, but I also came in wanting to give value to not only my clients, but I wanted to give value to other real estate agents. I had such a vast knowledge of technology that I wanted to give agents um, free training. You know, I saw a lot of coaches trying to charge people for help. And I know software is a big struggle for a lot of agents, new agents, older agents. So I wanted to be a light for people and help them in any way that I could and not ask for a single thing. And so when I came into the real estate business, um, I came into a brokerage that was virtual. And the first thing I did was, okay, let me get started on once a week doing a Zoom and training other agents how to do Canva graphic design. Or let me teach them how to build a page on their website. Or Let me show them how to do a marketing piece so that they can market themselves better. So that's how I brought value into my world, into my friendship, into my business relationships. I always think about that. Like, how can I bring value to other people? How can I serve other people? How can I help other people? That's always in the top of my mind. Why did you get into real estate? Well, I got into real estate as kind of like a fluke thing. After we redid our house in 2018, I got back into the corporate world. And well, the corporate world didn't have a lot of opportunity, especially for somebody my age with my level of experience. And I didn't have a degree. And that was by my own doing. But I looked at my life experience and my work experience as my degree. I mean, that was bigger and more vast than most degrees that were out there. So, unfortunately, businesses didn't look at it that way. And so I went into two different jobs separately, working for under under $15 an hour. And so one of the businesses that I was working at was a real estate brokerage. And I was told that I was going to be an admin there. And I was promised many things. They didn't quite pan out the way that I thought they would. But I was there for a good, I think, 5 months before I thought about getting my real estate license. And I thought, um, having a real estate license is probably going to help me in my admin position. So I really should go and get this license so that I can be the best admin that I can be at this business and excel in that area. And hey, if maybe I can do some real estate on the side, that would be great. So that's what I did. And I got my license in August of 2019. Um, Unfortunately, things didn't work out at that brokerage, and I went to a virtual brokerage and again got there and started teaching agents. And now I am here at Real, which is another virtual brokerage. And the thing I like about this brokerage specifically is their culture, the way that they want agents to be that work here or do business here at Real. You have to be kind and you have to be humble, and they put that at the forefront. That has to be something that you are as an agent. You have to have the integrity, and that's the biggest thing that I have in my business is integrity. I really pride myself on having integrity, and that's the only reason why I haven't joined a team, because my name is my name, and that's the only thing I have. And if anybody's going to ruin it, it's going to be me, nobody else. I can't depend on anybody else to keep my name where it is. So I have to be that one that does it. And that's how I do my business. I am humble, I'm kind, I'm empathetic. I want to just bring value to you as much as I can and help guide you along sometimes a very stressful process. In fact, sometimes it's all the time that it's a very stressful process. But I want to be that area where I'm real, I'm comforting, I'm honest, and I'm just that beacon of light in a very stressful time. So, a few more things about me. I know you're probably seeing this tattoo on my arm and thinking, what is that on her arm? It's a tattoo that says NF Strong. And I never thought I would get a tattoo, but then I had my son, and he has a genetic condition called neurofibromatosis. We call it NF for short. And what it is, it's a genetic condition where tumors form anywhere in or on the body along nerves. And he got it as a spontaneous mutation. My husband and I don't have it, but he was a 1 in 3,000 baby that got this spontaneous mutation of NF, and he's doing well. But it's part of the reason why I thought about getting into real estate as well, so that it could give me flexibility for his appointments and things like that. So my life really hasn't changed very much in terms of my life. My husband still works, and because of COVID, I'm a homeschool mom, so that's changed. Um, but I would say that myself, for me, since I've became a real estate agent, I have more confidence in myself, in my abilities. I'm proud of myself. I never said that before up until this year. Um, I am proud of what I do. I'm proud of what I stand for. So I would say, since becoming a real estate agent, I am very proud and confident in who I am and what I do. What I would tell someone that wants to join Real is one, are you someone that holds integrity to the highest degree? I would also ask them, are you someone that wants to change the trajectory of the real estate business and how people think of real estate agents? Because at Real, I feel like we are embarking on the trajectory that I feel real estate agents should be. They should be a beacon of light for people. They should, that people that look at real estate agents, they should look at them as guides, as confidants, as people that are friends, that they can trust. No longer are the days um, that we want people to look at real estate agents as, you know, untrustworthy, shady, things like that. So I feel at Real, we have that culture. We have that culture of being humble, kind, holding integrity to the highest degree, and respect. We want to give respect to other agents as much as we want to have that respect. And we want our clients to um, think of us with that highest integrity. That when they're talking to their friends and their families, that they're speaking about real agents as agents that are changing the industry name. They're changing how real estate agents are looked at. And that's what I would tell people who are thinking about coming to Real.